All right, guys, so we're up here in the Two Casa style gym with Czar Horton, our fitness expert. So, Czar, obviously, Thanksgiving next week.
Yes.
Holidays right around these. Someone's excited for turkey. A lot of people going to be traveling. They may not be able to make it out to Fire Bells, you know, get their kettlebell workout in.
Right.
So first thing, you're going to show us some moves, but first thing, how important is it for us to maintain our workout schedule during the holidays?
Well, it's important if you want to stay consistent. It's very easy to fall off, make excuses, and kind of go derail your program. So just for the psychological aspect, it's really important to stay consistent. Now, being on the road or being in a hotel or with family, it's not realistic to think that you're going to get the intensity that you may get otherwise. But, you know, I have some moves today I'll show you that can kind of substitute for kettlebell movements when you're on the road, or if you only have access to a dumbbell or something like that.
Right, the hotel gym.
But staying consistent is super important if you're on a program.
Okay, fantastic. All right, well, so I'm going to give you the stage, as it were. I'm going to step off and let you show us some of these moves here.
Okay, great. It's not ideal, but you can do a dumbbell swing similar to a kettlebell swing, grabbing it like this, kind of interlocking your fingers here, holding here, same kind of stance. All the rules apply, and you can do, it's a bit awkward, but you can do.
But you're still able to maintain all of those.
Sure, all the rules apply, absolutely.
Okay.
Then you can do a single arm. You can do the deadlift. You can work single arm deadlift, just like that.
So now, because obviously we're having to make some adjustments, are there any things that we have to be hyper aware of while we're doing this?
Yeah, the load is different with the dumbbell. It's really balanced here. It's not that odd load where the bell and the weight is directly under your hand, and especially when you do movements like a press or an overhead, or clean or press or anything like that overhead, the weight's different. So you just make a small adjustment. It's not that big a deal, but it's certainly not a kettlebell. So you can do the one arm swing also. Okay, now we have the goblet squat where you hold the kettlebell by the handles. You can make the simple adjustment here for this, and all the rules apply. Nice flat back, getting your hips below the knees, and finishing with the extended hips. Stuff on the ground. We have something called the Renegade Row, which I haven't showed you with the kettlebells, but I will next time I see you. You set them up about shoulder width apart. And now, mind you, these are perfect dumbbells for this because they will lay flat. This is a risky move, a little more advanced, but you get a plank similar to a push-up. You shift your weight, keep your shoulders really tight, and you can perform a row or a set of rows. Shift your weight slightly. Try not to rotate the hips. You want to get all the benefits of a plank and a push-up.
Gotcha. Okay. So
So
that's something that we can do. Now, in terms of how, like a repetition, what kind of repetition should we be doing? Because obviously we don't have the benefit of having our trainer at Fire Bells with us. So what should we be doing in terms of reps?
The general safe rule is to keep everything under 10. If you want to do more reps, if you want a total number at the end of the day, you do more sets. So you would do sets of 5, 7, 8 or so. And if you want to do more in volume, you just do more small sets. That's the safest way if you're without a trainer supervision.
Okay, but and I think what you said at the beginning is really important to maintain that psychological schedule to make sure that you maintain it, because it's really easy to fall off on Thanksgiving. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, for more information on Fire Bells and for a full recap on this, head over to casa.com.